Are you striving for success but are currently finding yourself facing numerous challenges along the way? Many leaders, especially in high stress, high stakes situations, unknowingly make key mistakes that hinder their progress and, if not addressed, may even sabotage their careers. So today, I'm going to talk about 5 common yet often overlooked faux pas, missteps that unfortunately we may make more often than we realize. By understanding and addressing these minefields, hopefully you'll gain valuable insights and strategies to avoid them, step over them, step around them, and unleash your leadership potential. Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Elizabeth van Geerestein and I'm your leadership insider, here to help you fast track your leadership and your career. Let's dive straight in. Number 1. The unseen barrier. Let me give you an example. For the sake of confidentiality, let's call him Mark, not his real name. Is a successful entrepreneur who's built a reputation for his visionary ideas. However, his reluctance to see this barrier has proven to be a significant obstacle in his career. Despite many warnings and signals from his team, he pushed forward to launch an incomplete product, resulting in an extremely costly failure. See, this example demonstrates the detrimental consequences of ignoring feedback. When we fall into the trap of repeatedly ignoring feedback, especially in consistent areas, their growth and their ability to innovate is severely hampered. Embracing feedback allows leaders to gain invaluable insights, identify blind spots, and just like an 18-wheeler truck, if we are driving along the motorway unaware of our blind spot, an 18-wheeler truck can hide itself in our blind spot and take us off the road. So blind spots, no matter how small, can be deadly to our careers. We can avoid this faux pas, this misstep, when we regularly ask for feedback and also encourage a culture around us that gives and receives feedback. And we can do this by actively seeking input and feedback and feed forward from our teams, our peers, our colleagues, our leaders, whilst embracing all feedback that we receive as an opportunity for growth and for our own development. Number 2, let's take another example. Again, let's call her Michelle, not her real name. She's an accomplished executive who's reached a high level of success, but found herself plateauing. Her history of consistent success in multiple companies across multiple continents deluded her that she didn't need to continually invest in ongoing and continuous learning, caused her to fall behind industry trends, lose touch with the truer needs of her customers, and miss out on valuable opportunities right in front of her because she didn't even see them. Ignoring her own personal growth, learning and development, and no longer seeking new knowledge, new skills, new competencies can hinder so many leaders. Michelle's story simply emphasizes the importance of continuous and ongoing learning, no matter the level of the success already reached or your position in your organization. When we fail to prioritize this skill, we actually hinder the growth of our organization. Remember, today's innovation is tomorrow's standard. So in our rapidly changing business landscape, it's invaluable that we stay updated on industry trends, as well as emerging technologies and leadership practices. Cultivating a growth mindset never gets tired. Attending relevant conferences, masterclasses, workshops, masterminds, as well as ongoing reading of industry publications and seeking out mentorship opportunities are essential for our ongoing learning and development. And indeed, may I say, our ongoing relevance. By the way, if you haven't downloaded our free guide, Leading in VUCA, do sign up for our next complimentary webinar and you'll find the link below. Our third pitfall is neglected foundations. Here's another example that unfortunately I've seen quite a bit. Let's call him Richard. Again, not his real name. A dedicated CEO who's poured all his energies into driving his company's success. However, by neglecting this one crucial aspect of his success, he came to the point of burnout, decreased energy, momentum, and mobilization within his organization, contributed to a growing toxic culture within the key leadership teams in his organization. Richard's experience highlights the critical importance of self-care and creating an ecosystem of well-being, resilience, and support around you. And regardless of your position in your organization, this applies to every single one of us and the teams we lead. When we neglect self-care and fail to prioritize the well-being of our teams, we jeopardize both our own productivity and performance and the productivity and performance of the wider organization. So by promoting well-being and healthy work-life balance, encouraging and supporting mental and physical wellness and mental and physical health, whilst fostering a supportive and inclusive culture of belonging, we're able to create an environment where everyone thrives. By recognizing the value of self-care and practicing it, many leaders may recognize it for their team members and their organization, but fail to practice it themselves and literally run themselves into the ground. So by recognizing it and practicing it for ourselves, setting healthy boundaries and leading by example are key steps in avoiding this pitfall. Our fourth pitfall really hurts my heart. It's often a pitfall or a mistake that stems from the best of intentions. Let's take a look at this example. Let's call her Sarah, not her real name, a very well-intentioned and diligent leader seeking to maintain harmony in her relationships and in her organization. She allowed unresolved tensions to fester, leading to festering resentment, decreased productivity and collaboration, strained relationships, and horribly decreased performance. All because Sarah avoided confronting a situation and giving constructive feedback in a timely manner. Her lack of ability to do this just caused the resentment to bubble up inside of her and other team members for a period of time, and it ultimately imploded, emotions exploded, and the collaborative relationships fell apart. It's a horrible situation. And to think that all she wanted was to avoid conflicts in the first place. However, if she had addressed the incidents right at the beginning with constructive feedback and cleared the air, this elephant in the room, or as this fish on the table, as we say in other environments, would not have been allowed to fester and stink in the invisible space of the team dynamics and the relationships between key team members. And Sarah's experience highlights quite clearly the consequences of ineffective conflict resolution, inability to give timely constructive feedback, inability to resolve and speak about, have your crucial conversations. So it's really key that all leaders recognize that multiple perspectives, disagreements, unpleasant situations, or misunderstandings are part of the game and should be addressed as they arise, with wisdom, with clarity, with respect, and with empathic human-to-human connections. In short, leaders who prioritize niceness and not creating conflicts hinder teamwork, team cohesion, growth, and tank performance. Constructive conflict resolution involves giving and receiving constructive feedback, active listening, having crucial conversations, fostering open communications, empathy between parties, putting yourself in the other's shoes, and encouraging a healthy exchange of ideas whilst building on generative thinking and discussions. Addressing conflicts or giving feedback promptly, seeking win-win solutions, whilst providing a safe space for dialogue, can transform every single potential conflict into a wonderful safe place for growth. Our fifth pitfall, here's another critical one. Let's look at, well, let's call him Alex. Not his real name, by the way. He's extremely detail-oriented, and he felt the need to be extremely close to his team and get involved in every aspect of his team's work. His excessive control stifled creativity and inhibited their thinking power. It eroded trust and demoralized some team members, while it just created a sense of laziness and complacency amongst others. Alex's story illustrates the detrimental effects of excessive micromanagement and blocking the leadership pipeline. By blocking the leadership pipeline, I essentially mean leaders who literally do the tasks and the activities that they should be delegating. And in so doing, they block their time and inhibit themselves from really leading at the appropriate level. When this occurs systemically, this results in a blocked leadership pipeline or even a broken leadership pipeline. There is no empowerment, there is no ownership, and very little forward development of the entire team, or even worse still, the organization. Leaders who spend too much time micromanaging hinder autonomy, impede innovation and independent thinking, and prevent the development of a strong company culture. Conversely, Alex would better serve himself, his team, and his organization by building a culture of trust, delegation, empowerment, coaching, and development with continuous feedback, providing guidance and support where needed. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you sign up for our complimentary webinar series, sign up for our Personal Leadership Accelerator Inner Circle, a mentoring program, and definitely download our complimentary ebook. See you next time.